Hey, I think we are live. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, and how's it going? It's 7:16 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here. Sorry, one second, guys. 7:16 Pacific Standard Time. So if you're watching live, hello, how are you doing? Produce Not Pills is first. And if you're watching later on in the day or evening, cool. I usually leave these streams up for our subscribers. If you get a notification, you can watch this at any time you want. But otherwise, I take these down from our home channel, typically, unless something really cool happens or I have a certain topic I really want to talk about. So anyway, hope you're hope you enjoy and you're watching me right now live or watching it later. Anyway, how's it going, guys? We got Vegan Jerry and Diana. Never seen a spelling like that, Diana, for your name. Sonia, how's it going? And Matt and Amy and VLAM. Wow, you're in Hong Kong. Good evening, I think, or day it would be to you there in Hong Kong. Cool, and Vegan Jerry is the first like. Thanks so much, Vegan Jerry, for being the first person to hit like. If you haven't already, guys, hit like to let YouTube know they should suggest this live stream to others. So Sonia, Reina, thoughts on low carb for weight loss? Interesting. I was just doing some research for a video that kind of related to that. We're not a channel that talks about go vegan and you lose a bunch of weight, even though that has happened to me and many other of our followers and people watch our channel. Hey, Negative Athlete, how you doing? So your question, thoughts on low carb for weight loss. I wish Tracy, our moderator, would jump on right now because she lost 80 pounds going vegan and she didn't do anything. Anything besides go vegan. She didn't like water fast or calorie restrict or run 100 miles or anything like that. Just ate like how we do and keep it carb, baby. High carb, low fat, low to no oil. Lost 80 pounds. I believe her husband Will lost even more. So they're not uncommon stories. Yeah, it didn't happen overnight. That's the thing with low carb. You can get into a ketogenic state, lose a bunch of weight really quickly. A lot of it's just water. But yeah, as far as long-term weight loss, you could talk to the many vegans such as myself who weighed a lot more in the past and who weigh a much healthier and better long-term body weight now. So yeah, low carb might be good if you're trying to lose weight really quickly, but if you want to keep it for years like I have, decades like I have, high carb. What's wrong with high carb? That's what I do. Because plants are inherently carbohydrate rich. Yeah, there's a few that are high fat and like say avocados, nuts and seeds, durian. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, guys. But anyway, yeah. Other than that, yeah, it's really hard to do a high fat vegan diet because most plants are not high in fat. So anyway, that's my suggestion on that. It just seems like why not just do what we're doing? Is it not working for some reason? Hey, Dinah, yes, I'm glad that you like how me and Angie are proving, yes, we are living proof at 52 and 53 years old that we can be vegan and healthy for a long time. You're going on 6 years of being vegan and never felt better. Yeah, cool. As I implied in the title, long term, this will be my 10th year vegan. So I think that qualifies me for long term. I'm sure some guy is going to come around, I've been vegan for 40 years, 10 years is nothing, whatever. It's all relative, compared to, someone who went vegan last week, 10 years must seem like a lifetime. You're trolling with that question, right, Justin? I'm not going to bother answering that. Wow, American Martyr, cool name. Shout out from here in Trinidad. Well, awesome, cool. That's the Caribbean, right? I wonder what's the weather like right now. Oh man, my favorite welcome time. What's my favorite His Name Is Alive album song? Wow. I kind of remember Home Is in Your Head, but I don't remember any particular song off the top of my head. I saw them play a couple times, and we have a few of their albums and CDs here. I like them. They're never one of my favorite bands from that era. I like the more dreamy, ethereal. He's like more on that noisy side, But they got some cool songs. I remember Home in Your Head Is in Your Head. I listened to that quite a lot when it came out. But I don't think I have a favorite. I can go beyond that for His Name Is Alive. But cool question. Let's see what else you guys asking here. Fox Isle Media, good practical question there. How do I not get depressed or angry hanging with non-vegan friends, family. Yeah, it can be depressing a little bit. The good news is like when we go out with at least Angie's side of the family, like for Thanksgiving and meals like that, they're really conscious, they're aware, they're used to what we do. We either bring our own food or like Thanksgiving, some of them even made some vegan stuff because they like it too, even though they're not vegan. But yeah, it's depressing when I go with my side of the family. If I don't take them to one of the restaurants that I approve of, it can be really sad and depressing. So I'm almost getting to the point where I don't even want to go out with them anymore if they're going to go to some meaty meat restaurant. You know, I've done it enough times and it's just depressing. But anyway, that's not going to happen anytime soon now with the way restaurants are not really open for public, at least in California. So it's not going to be a problem right now. Cool. Am I Chris Cooney? No, I am Ryan Lum. Parth, no, we are different dudes. We have some stuff in common. We're both over 40. We're both long-term vegans, and we both have black shirts on. But no, I'm definitely not Chris Cooney, otherwise known as Vegan Zombie. I'm definitely not Chris. I don't think Chris has any Asian blood in him as well. Donna, I was thinking about Maddie. I wasn't thinking about her. I really don't know much about Maddie. I met her one time at LA Veg Fest, and I really don't think I know enough about her. Like John Venus, I was more familiar with his career on YouTube, or whatever you want to call it. But I mean, I'll say this about Maddie. If you guys really want me to make a Maddie video, I don't plan to make a Maddie video. I would have made one by now if I were going to, but it's just the same kind of thing. I mean, yeah, I've seen some of her Instagram. She's, all about, being really, really thin. And I saw Vegan Gains pulled up some photos of her even looking crazy thin, like much more than her regular thinness. So it seems like some kind of like, dieting thing, not eating a lot. I remember when I was talking to Brian Turner, who ran the vegan house in San Diego, and he had some of these former female skinny vegans on, like say Ravana and Raw Alignment, and he said both of them they were just like not eating food. I mean, not like fasting, but just really barely eating. So I mean, this just shows you, like, we're not about that. We never like say, hey, we're not eating or promote not eating a bunch of food. We promote eating a healthy, balanced diet, getting plenty of calories, getting plenty of exercise. And yeah, and you're not going to see me and Angie. Just write it down, guys. Write it down. You will never see me and Angie making some stupid video like, oh man, yeah, man, like my health, man. So I need to like have an egg and a piece of fish, and I felt so great. It's like you're not going to see us make those stupid videos because we don't do these ridiculous things like starving ourselves, trying to get as ridiculously thin as possible, and trying to look like teenagers forever, what have you. We're vegan because it's the right moral choice, and it happens to be really healthy for us and the planet too, and we're in it for all the right reasons, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I wasn't surprised. I didn't know much about her. When I met her, I remember remarking, God dang, that girl's thin. Maddie, we're talking about. So yeah, we're not in it to be thin. We're not in it to be the skinny people. We're in it to be, it's the right choice. It's the moral choice. It's like, I'm not a rapist. I don't want to like harm and kill, torture animals to survive. Hey, Tracy and Race Lever, good to see our moderators here. How is it going, guys? Thanks for coming out. And this is not Chris Cooney. I don't know why everyone thinks Chris Cooney turned Asian and changed his channel name to Happy Healthy Vegan. Anyway, good to see you both here. Hey Sean, I'm doing well tonight. Good to see you too. Parth, I think October or early November, I didn't write it down, will be my 10th year vegan. So I think I can call myself a long-term vegan. Yeah, and it's funny how it's always fish and eggs, Race Lever. Good point. I didn't want to make a video, but I've made this video before. Like Tim Sheaf, all these people. Oh, I'm just gonna have an egg or a piece of fish, and you know what happened to Tim that time he ate a bit of fish. I'm not going to go there. But anyway, next thing you know, oh, now I'm eating steak and all sorts of big hunks of meat and crap like that, Not to say that'll happen to all these girls too, like Maddie and stuff like that. But it's funny how it starts off with a fish and egg kind of thing. What do I think of Mike the Vegan's recent debate with the two doctors? I only saw a little bit of it, Sergio. I really wish I could have hopped in there because they, Dr. Avi kind of prides himself as having a little bit of self-educated philosophy background, and they touched upon some philosophic issues I thought that I was kind of asking about in the comments and no one was looking at. And I'm not surprised there are all those people debating there, 3, 4 if you count Ask Yourself moderating. So yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, I like to ask some questions of them all. Not to say I'm taking a side or anything, but I just had a few issues that I wish I could work through with them. Some of the definitions that they had. Anyway, produce not pills. Your boyfriend has arrived. I didn't know you were a female. Produce not pills. Richard Albert Henderson, is it wrong to eat anything with that label may contain milk products? No, that just the 99 times out of 100, that just to denote that their products are made in a facility that also processes these other things that they say, may have soy or wheat or nuts or milk or whatever or something like that. So yeah, odds are you're not going to get anything. They're just covering their asses there. So yeah, I mean, I don't eat too many things like that, but a couple times, yeah, I'm sure I've gotten a few products like that. I can think of maybe getting some chocolate bars that had that warning on the back. I don't get chocolate bars all that often, so I don't care as other vegans about it, but it's not really a big issue for me. Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining, all you guys. Good to see everyone. This is back in my wheelhouse of like this time of the day, this part of the week. I haven't done one like this for a bit, so good to see you all. Yeah, you didn't get a notification? I usually get a notification to... Oh, I did get one. Okay, I didn't see it. It just didn't light up on my iPad here. But I did get one 11 minutes ago. But yeah, make sure if you're not already on our channel, not only subscribe, but hit that notification bell to make sure that you do get notified when I'm live. I'm also, too, announcing like a minute or two before I go live on Twitter. So you might get a notification there. So if you're not already following me, take a moment now, go to @RyanLum on Twitter, and that's my active account, my personal one. I talk about vegan stuff, obviously. I talk about politics because that's, I reactivated that channel when I started running for city council, and I also talk about music stuff. So it's about, a little bit of everything I'm into. So if you want to hear about me, talk about vegan stuff, politics, music, follow me there @RyanLum, guys, on Twitter. All right, you didn't get notified here? That sucks. I think YouTube is like actively working against us or something, like not notifying people of our videos, our live streams. So yeah, just double check that you have that notification bell hit, guys, because it sucks for everyone. It sucks for us, sucks for you. All right, so let's see if I see any more questions here. All right, oh, I see Lucretia. Yeah, sorry to hear about some health issues you're having there. Wish you the best on that. You're still having some lingering issues after having been meat and dairy free 4 years. So it sounds like you're doing better now, if I understand you right, Lucretia. Let us know. Tara, vegan for 16 years. Wow, you got me beat by 6+ years. Awesome. See, and you're not falling apart yet. Awesome. Yeah, YouTube does need some tough love, race lover. What do you suggest we do to YouTube to give them some tough love? Timothy S., you're getting your notifications? Awesome, cool. I'm glad not everyone's like, not getting their notifications. Let's see. Hi, we want to know about our direction of the channel. Yeah, we just kind of change over time. I mean, it's just exciting to, or just say not, you don't want to get boring for yourself and for your viewers by doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it could be argued that we're kind of doing the same thing, but I'm glad you think that we have changed throughout the years. And our show really comes down to a few core things. We share with you what we're doing. I make it really clear. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a dietetics student or professional or anything like that. I'm a person who's been vegan 10 years. And Angie been vegetarian basically since the 80s. So we just share what we've been doing throughout the years as vegans to, be where we're at right now. 10-year vegans basically. And, 30 years if you count like Angie's vegetarianism. And I have a background in philosophy. I have a degree in philosophy from college. I went to grad school. And I use those critical thinking skills that I paid all that money for education to debunk all the misinformation, expose the lies, the bogus nonsense that's coming from so many people. And often this comes from not only mainstream media, it comes from recent former vegans, like say when John Venus quit, saying, "Oh yeah, I can't be vegan because my child, I'm not sure if he should be vegan, so therefore I shouldn't be vegan." Just complete nonsense like that. So that's what we do. We just share our experience as vegans, what we're doing, and sharing, exposing misinformation and nonsense. Is morality subjective? Well, watch my John Venus videos where we talked about how John thought morality is subjective. Hey, what in my mind, this is quoting John, in my mind, if it's cool to kill animals, or you could do anything, cool to rape people. In my mind, if I find it, fine to do any kind of these crazy things I'm talking about there, in his worldview, his philosophy, it's fine as long as the person finds it to be okay. So I think that kind of shows the absurdity of moral relativism, because that shows that anything can be morally fine if the person finds it cool. Child rape, whatever. Blowing up the world with nuclear, whatever. Anything can be morally cool if the person thinking it thinks it's all right. So that's my position on moral relativism. But I gotta say, for those interested in like philosophy and ethics, that wasn't what I studied when I was in college. I was studying philosophy of mind, philosophy of language, and metaphysics, a study of being, basically. I didn't really like moral philosophy at the time, and now I like it much more. I wish I was vegan back. I was a vegan back then. I probably would have gotten to moral philosophy much more. Anyway. Yeah, I agree with you, Lucretia. How do you just suddenly go back to, how'd you phrase it there? Wanting to murder animals. You either find it wrong or you don't. Like, how does someone flip morality on other things, like say like rape or murder? Do people all of a sudden flip a switch and like I'm gonna eat a piece of egg or fish? Like, ooh, I'm gonna kill a really small person and then work my way up to a human. I mean, how do you flip a switch and all of a sudden your morality says, oh, it's cool to do the thing that you found morally wrong, something gross, reprehensible, like days before? It makes absolutely no sense. Oh, cool, Tara. I'm glad you like the What We Ate in a Day video. Did you guys all see that? We put it out as me and Angie. It was one of the first ones we've ever did where we're both showing what we ate in a day and how we worked out, trained, and exercised in the day. So watch that. It just came out about like 23 hours ago, just yesterday. So check that one out. That was a fun video to make. Teresa, you're not saying John Venus lets his toddler shoot a gun, are you? Or are you just using like an analogy there? I'm not sure. maybe let me know. Nothing would surprise me about that guy anymore. He's just incredibly not smart. Anyway, Ace Jackson, vegans have more strokes? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Strokes, like heart attacks and strokes? If you so, let us know what you're talking about there, because that's not true. Lucretia, we're doing all right. We're just staying at home even more here in California. We're kind of homebodies anyway, so it's not a terribly like radical change of life for us. How 2020's been going. Just those little rewards that we like to take, like going out places that are, it's kind of those opportunities aren't as many. So other than that, yeah, and like seeing our friends, but yeah, day in and day out though, the grind's kind of the same. But because we're here, this is where we do our thing at. It's not like our workplaces are shut down or something like that. We don't go to school or anything like that. I think that's what he's talking about, Parth. Yeah. Vegan males not only have less blood artery blockage, they have less erectile blockage as well. So yeah, vegans do have more strokes if you're looking at it like that. Yeah, I did hear about Maddie. I just talked about that, Tara. I'm not going to make a video. I really don't know much about her, but the little bits I knew about her, I thought she was really, really thin when I met her a few years ago at VegFest, SoCal, or LA VegFest. And some of the photos I've seen since she quit, like that Vegan Gains showed, yeah, it looks like a person who wasn't really eating a lot of food. I could be totally wrong, but that's the impression I got, you know. So another person who's not eating a lot, and all of a sudden, oh my God, I need to eat some fish or some eggs now. And then I felt so good, you know. It's like that story we've heard a bunch of times. You never really see someone like, say, me or Vegan Gains or Vegan Zombie, Mike the Vegan, someone, you know, people who eat like, you know, balanced, sensible vegan diets, Dr. Garth Davis, all of a sudden, oh my God, I have to have some fish now. I need to eat a piece of egg or something. You don't see that because we're doing fine. You know, that's the whole point we're trying to make about our show, eating in a very non-restrictive way. Why restrict yourself on a vegan diet? Why try to get really skinny or just eat fruit only or whatever, 1 or 2 foods only? I don't understand. There's hundreds, thousands of plants we can all eat. All right, so Sergio, that's a can of worms there. You don't see any inherent ethical laws in nature. That assumes that ethical laws are derived or found in nature somehow. That's a huge assumption there. So don't want to get into that now. Just letting you know the assumption built into your statement there. All right, so anyway. All right, cool. Ray Silver, thanks for throwing that out there. Dr. Bernard has a video about vegans, strokes, nonsense. Vegan Matt, do you think we might see a vegan majority population in our lifetimes? I don't know. I mean, the way Matt, I'm sure we could crunch the numbers. It's a good idea. Maybe one day I will. Gosh, I don't have any good programs right now. I guess I could crunch into a spreadsheet or something like that, but I want to do some modeling, use the rate of growth that veganism has experienced over, say, the 5-10 years, and assuming the same rate of growth, where will we be in, say, 15-20 years? Or if the rate of growth keeps increasing, where will we be in 15-20 years? So if any of you guys are really good at modeling, good with programs, software that does that, let me know. We could maybe work out a video where we kind of project where things will be in 10, 15, 20 years, giving, maybe 3 reasonable sets of assumptions, a very conservative one, a moderately optimistic, and a decently optimistic set of assumptions about the rate of growth of veganism into the future. So yeah, that can be predicted. And then we'll see if that equals 50% of the population or not, Otherwise I'd just be speculating. But yeah, this can be modeled. We need someone with the skills to be able to do that. Dried mango, you can help me with that analysis. Really, what kind of background do you have, Dried Mango, or anyone else that has that kind of background? Let me know, Dried Mango. Yeah, what kind of math or statistical background? I have some background in statistics, but I haven't, when I was in college, the kinds of software that that were around then, I don't even think they're relevant anymore. It's really, really primitive in the 90s. But yeah, we can definitely try to calculate that out, given, doing some basic math here. Basic, meaning more than I could do at this very moment. I would like to have a better mathematician, statistician help me out there. All right. How come we can't? Why are we talking about Chris Cooney so much tonight? What is up with you guys? Why are we talking about Vegan Zombie so much? He's cool, he's a friend, but why are we talking about him so much? Just kind of curious. Let's see. All right, what are you guys talking about? Okay, Dried Mango, you're a business analyst. I use mostly Excel, but that should be all we need. I was wondering if that would be enough to just do the basic math right there. Dried Mango. Let's see if there's a way to contact me. Maybe if you are you on Twitter? If so, you could follow me and send me a message there, or send us a message through Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram down there. Just Happy Healthy. One way, just try to send a message to us, and we'll try to figure out how to do this calculation, because that would be an interesting video, I think. Will we ever have a majority of the population vegan, and if so, when would that be? And like I said, we'll just plug in 3 different sets of assumptions and see where that leads us to. I think that'd be an interesting thing. I've never seen this done before. I'm surprised, so I guess find me Dre Mango. If you think we could pull this off in Excel, that'd be cool. I don't have Excel. I have numbers on the Mac here, and I'm really not that good with spreadsheets anyway. So anyway, let's check it out. That'd be rad. Hey, says, hi, Ryan, you're cool AF, thanks. You make 50, you look very different than the standard American 50-something. Very nice. Angie 2, thank you. I'm actually at 53 now. Angie, 52 and a half, a solid 52 and a half. Birthday will be next February. Thank you. I think that's so interesting how a lot of the haters like to say, like, man, you look so horrible. You've aged so rapidly. And I go, wait, do you know I'm 53, right? Do you know what other 53-year-olds look like? I know what other 53-year-olds look like. And not to say I'm the most youthful 53-year-old in the world or anything like that. Not making any claim. I just know what your average 53-year-old looks like. And so anyone that tries to tell me that I look horrible for my age, I know they're just full of crap and lying, because I know what your typical 53-year-old looks like. I'm a little bit better than average, let's say. I'm not like the best in the universe. I'm not conceited. I just know they're full of crap, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, thanks, Lucretia. Hey, Seth Cope. Sean and Seth Cope both on tonight. Awesome. And Naranjan, didn't shout out to you yet. Good to see you here. Is it scary when you hit 50? Great question, Tara. For me, it wasn't, but I guess for others it could be. It really depends on what's going on up here more, what your attitude and fears and stuff are. For me, it wasn't really that bad. In fact, when I turned 50, we made a video about it. We saw John Mayer at the Forum one night, and the next morning hopped on an airplane, went to San Francisco, spent 3 days there, and ate some amazing vegan food. And we made a vlog about it 3 years ago. So yeah, we just watched that again around my birthday just to see what we did in San Francisco. I think it was a 2-part vlog, But yeah, we had a great time. So that's one way to make birthdays cool. And when Angie turned 50, I took her to Maui and we had a great time there too. So maybe that's a secret. When you turn 50, do something really cool. Who are you rooting for in the playoffs? Oh man, yeah, I saw the Lakers last night. It was a close game, but they blew it in the end. So we'll see if they can get their thing together. They got to find a way to stop Damian Lillard, basically. He's like the hottest player in the NBA right now. And unfortunately, they're hitting him in the first round of the playoffs. And the Lakers really never looked that good in their games so far in the bubble. And the first playoff game was no different. So we'll see if they get their thing together. Let's see, things produce, not pills. I already have a lot of great. If you watch the vlog from yesterday, how we ate and exercised in the day. If you see the shot of me at the basketball court, right when I got there, I'm like doing a selfie shot, talking to the camera. In that outdoor light, you can really see a lot of the gray hair. Like, in the studio here, it looks like I have solid dark hair. But it's just, lighting. When I'm out in broad day sunlight, you can see the grays are in there for sure. Yes, I want to mention that too, Hi. The haters love to say that we've had all this work done. We've had all this. They can't even make up what we've had done. They say Botox, facelifts, filler, all this stuff. And I'm just be the first to say, if you've had that done, I have nothing against that. That's cool. I'm not dissing anyone or anything. I'm just saying us. We've never done that. First of all, we can't afford that stuff. When people started accusing us of this, I looked, how much is a facelift? I Googled it. It's like, what, $10,000 or something like that? Don't have to spare $10,000 to throw around on facelifts or anything like that. So no, we've not had anything done. And anyone who claims that is just full of crap. And I've challenged a few people to say, okay, we've been here since 2013, making videos on a weekly basis. So show me, like, where in the history of our video making do we have like really sunken faces one week and then full faces or something like that the next week or month or something like that. Someone tried to do that and they showed me a video from like 2013 and then a video from 2019. I go, no, we just gained weight. We were really thin when we started this video. We're eating more raw and like that, you know. So that's not proof of anything, you know. Just, yeah, we gained some pounds. So what? Anyway, and plus our hair too. I want to mention our hair. Both of us have natural, undyed hair. And again, nothing wrong with dyeing your hair. In fact, I might dye my hair a little color one day, maybe get some red or orangey or something kind of thing going on. But yeah, right now, for like the past, like, I think the whole time we've had our channel, neither of us have dyed our hair for like the past 7 years. So yeah, you can say we're full natural. No work done of any kind, no hair coloring even, and no steroids or weight loss drugs or anything like that. Anyway, what else y'all asking about here? Purple hair. I wonder if I would look good with purple hair. I have the purple lights right now, so maybe if we can get a glow of purple, yeah, maybe I'd look cool with purple hair. I don't know. Anyway, nutritional yeast joke there. Too cheesy, huh, Frank? Anyway. I think Karma Nuts is what made me gain the weight over the 6 years. I don't think so. I don't eat that. We get them only once in a while. They're really a special treat for us. All right. So anyway, dried mango. You'll message me on Instagram regarding that forecast model. Cool. That Instagram, if you guys don't know, you should follow Angie, because she runs our Instagram. Again, it's Happy Healthy Vegan down there on Instagram. That's Angie's thing. She's posting there daily. You know, you might say, why isn't Angie making a bunch of videos? I'm the one making a bunch of videos, and she's the one making a bunch of photo posts on Instagram. But anyway, yeah, message Angie there, and I'll let her know that you're going to be messaging that account, and to let me know that, you know, when you send that message, and I'll get back to you on my personal Instagram or something like that. So we'll get it all going on. So that's cool. Cool. I'm looking forward to making that video. When will we have a majority population of vegans here? We'll see if that's possible. So it'll take a little bit of research. I got to do some homework. I got to find out how many people, roughly, what percentage of the population is already vegan. I guess we can do it for the United States rather than the world, and then we'll see what that rate of growth has been. Anyway, yeah. Frank Chin, you are just a comedian there, huh? God dang. Vegan humor. Vegan YouTube humor, huh? Anyway. Let's see. So any questions, guys? Good time to get me on a question right now. I'm ready for a question right now. Who's going to ask the first question? My favorite food topping, Naran John. Food topping, like, first one that comes to mind is like guacamole. You know, you could pour that on some rice and beans, you know, change the whole vibe of a rice and beans meal, pour some guacamole on a burrito or taco and change the vibe. So I'm going to go with guacamole right now, but that could change on any given day. Have I ever foraged for any food, like in the wild? I don't know if this is foraging, but I have a friend, Robert Rich, who's a musician, an ambient musician, and he masters our albums. I've gone on a few mushroom foraging trips with him, and before we get any ideas, no, we're not foraging for like psychedelic mushrooms or anything like that. He's an expert forager in edible mushrooms, and he knows where to look, and you know, I've done that a few times with him, and yeah, it's awesome. And we come back and we'll make some food, put them on a salad or on a meal, whatever, and it's delicious. Best food for recovery. Something whole food, something like, you know, simple. I like, you know, like fruit smoothies after I've done a workout. That's my favorite thing, a banana smoothie. If it's in the evening, I might not have that, but it's some kind of simple whole food meal. Like watch our vlog from yesterday, how we ate and trained in a day. I had the smoothie right after my workout, but also in the evening too. You could see what I had. Angie made us a beautiful polenta, you know, simple like grits dish with some like kale and other veggies sprinkled on top. So that's good too for an evening kind of thing. But just basically, if you want recovery, I'm all about whole food plants. Naranjan, am I running for a position for the city again? No. Maybe I'll think about it in 4 more years, but no, I'm kind of over that right now. Did my thing. It's over, and I've moved on. Wow, 10 gallons of wild blackberries, Tracy? That's crazy. Wow. You must have really made some jam. That's amazing. You could find 10 gallons of wild blackberries? Where'd you find them at? Where can you find so many blackberries at? That's cool. Tara, you want to see Angie's makeup routine? She doesn't really have a makeup routine. She only puts on makeup like when we're leaving the house or when we're going to film. And when she does, she doesn't put on that much makeup. That's why she's not really like a makeup vlogger or a beauty vlogger or whatever they call them or anything like that. Wow, angry vegan. You ate a Amanita muscaria mushroom. There we go. There's one that has psychoactive properties. I've never had an Amanita muscaria. Those are the fly arctic, the red, white ones. I saw one in the wild one time, but I didn't pick it. How did that go? Was that a wild experience? Favorite Grateful Dead song, Josh Smith. Oh, I got a bunch, man. Like when I was younger, I was like a Dark Star fan. I had this really cool live Dark Star. I had a cassette of it. I forgot which show it was, and I'll never know because in the mid '90s, my car got stolen with that cassette in it. A lot of cool things got stolen out of my car, but that cassette, so I'll never know what that was from. It was a really amazing Dark Star. But yeah, I always get excited when I'm at a show and they're gonna launch into like say Shakedown Street. That's one of my faves, or the beginning of Blues for Allah. Going in the right order. Help on the Way, Slipknot, Franklin's Tower. That's always one of my faves right there too. Just for stars, they have so many songs, So those are the immediate ones that get me jumping out of my seat. I go crazy too when I hear Birdsong. I kind of like the trippy songs, I guess. The weird, moody songs. I love the intro to Terrapin Station. It's called Lady with a Fan. That's one of my faves too. I like those beautiful kind of Jerry songs, I guess, like Morning Dew, Stella Blue, stuff like that. So many good songs. That's why I like them. There's just so many freaking good songs. Anyway, yeah, smash that like button, Tracy. I'm with you there, Trace. Smash that like button. Favorite fruit, cherries. Absolutely cherries. That said, I kind of didn't go as hard on cherries during this last cherry season. I'm not sure why. Why is John's last name Venus? I think it's a rough translation or different pronunciation of his real last name. Is he Greek or something? I don't know, something like that. I think they just tried to make it as close as possible, make it cooler. That's what I think. I carry Naranjan, and yeah, we love mangoes too. In fact, watch our video from yesterday. Angie put some mangoes into our salad. Yeah. Let's see. Yep. You guessed right, Cherry. It was cherries, yeah. Oh, Timothy, how'd you get cherries right now? Is it a little late in the year to have cherries? It depends where you're at. I've seen some parts of the state where you can find cherries well into August, September, when they're long gone from here. I don't know why that is, why the farmers don't bring them down to us. Anyway. Frank is going loco tonight. Frank, what is up? All right, so any more questions, guys? I'm here to ask questions and, want to talk some more crap on ex-vegans. I guess we can if you want, especially the ones that like to throw veganism under the bus as they leave. That's probably okay, Ted Striker. I'll let that one show here. I don't know why that got flagged. Let's see. Am I getting fat? I don't think I'm fat. I'm just doing a BMI calculation. Anyone have a calculator, a BMI calculator? Let's go do it. Let's do a BMI calculator. I'll go right now. Let's see, new tab, BMI calculator. So we're going to calculate. Let's see. Am I getting fat or not? All right, I'll just try this first one here. See if this one's any good here. Okay, I've seen this one before. I'm 6 feet 4 inches, and I probably weigh 194. All right, let's compute BMI. Let's see, 23.6. So if you look over here, I'm still well in normal weight. Gosh, how much would I have to weigh to be overweight? Let's just say I weighed like 215 or something like that. Let's see. Okay, that would do it. But yeah, 190, even if I was like 195, let's do that. I don't think I'm 195, but I could be. Still 23.7. So to answer your question, looks like I am not overweight, in case you were wondering. So hope we'll answer that question. Yeah, normal BMI. 19.1 BMI, BR11s, that's crazy low. That's yeah, if we look at the chart, that is let's go look at the chart here. That would be considered you're right on. Okay, you're on the very low end of normal weight. Usually, in my mind, at least, I'm thinking of 20 as being underweight, but yeah, the chart says otherwise. All right, raise some vegan beers. That sounds tasty. Drink one for me. Sramana, serious question here. How do I think climate change will get 20 years from now? What will change that we would take for granted nowadays? We're already seeing it happening. I mean, I've been alive long enough, and I've been like a student of weather since I'm, been into surfing since I was young. That got me into meteorology and weather and climate. And things have changed a lot already. I mean, for instance, here, and like say in my state of California, every summer now, like we always had fires, but now every summer, the whole state starts burning down, basically. That wasn't normal. And you're seeing this in other parts of the world too, like we saw in Australia during their last summer, I think it was December. Europe's having this. Siberia has been burning. You're going to see this. Things are already happening. Things that probably we thought wouldn't happen for another 10 plus years are happening now. More extreme weather, all sorts of extreme weather, extreme heat waves. The hottest reliable temperature on Earth was recorded last Sunday here in California in Death Valley, 130 degrees. I mean, not to say you can extrapolate one day of temperature to like all of climate. I'm just saying extreme weather is here. That was what was predicted to happen, extreme weather. And things are going to get worse. Sea level rise is a reality. And this is why I'm so big on promoting veganism to people. If they don't care about animals, maybe they care about having a planet that we could live on for us and our children and their children. So that's why I ran for political office, try to spread the message. Even though I didn't win, I think got a few more people aware about the climate issues and how going vegan can help out. So that's why we all need to be activists of sorts, be animal activists. And when you're doing that, you're a climate activist by default too. Do we have a high tax rate? I don't know. I'm not an accountant. I'm not sure how all that works out, but I'm just going to take a guess here. We don't make a boat ton of money, so I would say no. We probably have a not high tax rate, relatively speaking. Let's see, Sonia. I've never had PF from running. That's how I was abbreviate that to. I've never had that. I'm really lucky, so I couldn't tell you what to do or not to do. My guess is the things that can help out is focusing on form. A few times I've had sore feet after running, especially if I'm not really thinking about form, just making sure I'm taking shorter strides, not pounding my feet down hard over and over and over again. But that's all I could suggest to you for that. And how much time do you need to take off? I haven't a clue. Well, sorry about that. I'm not going to lie to you. Again, when someone asks me a question, I don't know the answer. I'll be very honest with you. Hexproof. Can you be more specific about that California question? Favorite way to prepare and eat potatoes? Common ways, like one way is chippies, the no bake French fries. Or I just put them in the oven. Have you seen that? We just turn we make French fries basically in the oven without any oil or anything like that. That's probably the most common way I'll make it. But then we'll steam potatoes all the time. More or traditional way of making it, like boiling or steaming potatoes. I don't have any particular like favorite way, just whatever the meal calls for or whatever we're trying to do. Okay, cool tip there, Tracy. All right, cool. Let's roll your, yeah, get a tennis ball, roll it on the bottom of your foot. I've done that a few times. I don't know if I was trying to work out, but I have done that a few times. Hi, asks, what would I tell my pre-vegan self if I could? I would tell myself to go vegan way sooner than I did. Really, I don't know how I could, you know, you know, have done that, but yeah, that's what I would do. I would tell myself go vegan sooner because I'll have only regrets that I didn't go vegan sooner. Um, Favorite instrument, Seth. It's got to be guitar. That's, you know, you see all around the room here a bunch of guitars. All right, so okay, another question, guys. I'm ready for another question here. What do you want to ask? If I seem a little mellow tonight, we had bad sleep last night. It was kind of warm, and some guys were like next door with an air compressor or spraying like power washing garages pretty early. So if I seem kind of cracked out, I feel a little cracked out. Angie too. She stayed up later than I did, and we both got woken up at the same time. Ah, Parth. I live in Long Beach, and Chris Vegan Zombie lives in the Syracuse area. So again, you got us confused here. Yeah, we're both over 40, and we're long-term vegans. We're fit. We're chill. We're cool. That's you know, wearing black shirts. Maybe that's how you have us confused there. You know. Yeah, piano's cool too. You know, I've never really owned a piano, just like my, you know, my MIDI keyboards here. But yeah, yeah, guitar is my instrument for sure. Let's see. Kitnell has a music question. What's my favorite genre of music? Listen mostly to lo-fi. I'm getting into jazz. Cool. Yeah, I don't listen to genres per se. I just kind of like good music, you know. So I don't really care if I find it in like say country music. You know, there's awesome country songs. You know, so especially older ones like from the '60s and '70s, like Merle Haggard, Bakersfield sound, stuff like that. Um, and you know, jazz is a fave genre of mine too. One of my favorite albums of all time is "Kind of Blue" by Miles Davis, followed closely by "A Love Supreme" by John Coltrane, and "Crescent" by John Coltrane, and "Giant Steps." I mean, yeah, I love jazz. I just love all kinds of music. I don't even care what the genre is. You know, Angie discovered BTS, and I listened to it. And I go, wow, there's some really great songs by BTS. You know, so you know, like say let's see, what's some of my favorites by them, like say like J-Hope, the solo artist, solo album he made, you know, Blue Side is an amazing song. Let's see, oh god, I'm not, the song names aren't coming to me right now. DNA is an awesome song. What is Sugar's solo song? That one is escaping my, oh well, anyway, let's continue on here. I like all genres, but yeah, my history, I guess, my musical history, like, you know, releasing albums on labels and stuff like that, goes to more ethereal, shoegazer, even gothier kinds of genres. Let's see, thoughts on DMB, your favorite band? Never heard of DMB. Who's DMB? Um, let's see. Hexproof Anarchist. You miss visiting the beach. Yeah, we haven't been going to the beach much lately, too. It's always crowded. Even when there was no lockdown and I was surfing a lot, I tend to not go as much in the summer. The waves typically aren't as good. And it's just more crowded. And I kind of like going to the beach to like kind of get away from things and relax and not have to fight a bunch of weird tourists and stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of miss going to the beach, too. Let's see, what else you guys asking about here? Oh, Dave Matthews Band. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know too much about Dave Matthews. I mean, I know a little bit about their form, more improvisational kind of band, but yeah, I can't really say I know too many Dave Matthews Band songs, to be honest with you. Do we play board games? We like board games, but we don't have any faves at the moment. We're trying to find a new game to play because we enjoy playing games together, me and Angie. Um, let's see, do we play Pokemon? No, we don't play Pokemon. uh-uh. Let's see. And no, we don't have children. That was an intentional choice. Um, how do you get fruit into your diet in the winter? Well, Kate, yeah, things go out of season. Fruits go out of season, but there's fruits you can buy all year, and some fruits are more wintertime fruits too, or springtime fruits. So you take advantage of those when they come. But yeah, summer is the time. It's bountiful, all the stone fruit, but you can get bananas all year. You can find mangoes most of the year. You get avocados year round here too. You can find blueberries, stuff like that, strawberries all year. So you just kind of go with what's seasonal. But yeah, the supermarket, opens up more possibilities. Um, yeah. Am I enjoying social distancing? No, I'm practicing it. I'm not to say when I go out, yes, I enjoy what I'm doing here, but no, it's just it's one of the, the tools that are useful right now to not get ill or to spread it to others, depending on how you want to look at it. I've never watched Shark Week to be honest with you, so I can't really give you my opinion if Shark Week demonizes sharks or not. Let's see, do I do any gardening to grow our own food? Not in any meaningful way, at least not right now. I have in the past, but right now we're growing some greens and we're growing a few tomatoes. And we have a fig tree that magically grew and is putting out figs right now, just in a really weird part of the yard, kind of behind the garage in this weird narrow passageway. So yeah, but yeah, again, not enough food for us to subside on. But we do garden a little bit for sure. Um, that's cool, Angry Vegan. Yeah, social distancing. That what you're doing is if you're staying home, you're doing stay at home and locking down basically. What else you guys asking about here? Um, 4 ads in a row? I mean, let me know. Are there ads on this live stream? Let me know. I didn't know that if you're watching live that they run ads in the middle of the live stream. Let me know if they do that because that's news to me. Um, when I've watched other people's live streams, I guess I'm usually watching them on my on the TV, so they probably don't run as many ads. But if you're watching on a phone or a computer, let me know if they run ads as we're like doing this live stream right now. And it's live right now at 8:08 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let me know. Oh, at the start of the stream. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I'm glad they just don't like stop midstream, like me mid sentence, and break away for like who knows how long, and then you come back and the question I was answering that you've been waiting for is long gone and moved on to something else. All right, cool, awesome. All right, cool. Good to know. You kind of just got me scared there that you guys are seeing all these ads over and over again as I'm talking. Okay, showed you an ad at the beginning. Okay, that's totally normal. For I don't think John Venus is buying subs. I just thought his reasons for quitting veganism made absolutely zero sense, and he had no need to throw veganism under the bus. He just could have said he didn't want to be vegan. But I don't think he's buying subscribers. That doesn't usually pan out well for anyone. Let's see, Tracy. So you've received many fewer ads when you lived in Arizona compared to California. Interesting, huh? It seems like they've been ramping up the ads more lately, though. So, and I haven't moved in that time, so that's interesting. That could be true, though. Um, okay. All right, so let's see. Let's get some questions. Thanks for answering my ads question. You kind of got me scared there, but now yeah, it's operating like I thought it probably did. Cool. Yeah, it just ads right when you start. Yeah, it's totally normal. That's usually how YouTube rolls. I was just thinking, man, now they're getting greedy. They're going to run ads in the middle of the live streams too. That would suck. Favorite bean? I like all beans. Your regular beans, even like Indian beans, like mung beans and dal and stuff like that. I like all legumes basically. Um, All right. All right, so let's check out a question here. No, I haven't heard that hexproof anarchist. Anyone have another question for me? Let me just kind of stretch out for a second. Ah, mm, okay. Ah, okay. Roblox? What is Roblox? Never heard of that. Black licorice. You guys are asking the weirdest questions. I don't think so. I don't remember ever having black licorice anytime. Do I still have a CD tower in our home? Yeah, I have a. Yeah, even though I rarely listen to CDs, I have a CD player up over here in the studio, and I have a whole bunch of CDs out in a bunch of towers out in the hallway here. I'm being your puns, Frank. I'm seeing your jokes there. You just I thought you'd run out, but you're proving me wrong. Yeah, it's entertaining for sure. I'm not complaining or anything, Frank. Um, all right. All right. That's a funny one, Frank, about Nikocado. That's a good one. um, so what do me and Angie do to spend time together? Well, it's tough right now because even though we're at home, we're often doing different things. So we'll come together and have meals together. And often, like, it didn't happen tonight, but around sunset, I'll say, let's go for a walk around the block or do something, just get out and move a little bit. Um, let's see, we'll like watch movies together, listen to music together, stuff like that. Oh, Tracy, yeah, I've been hitting the basketball courts a little bit more. I haven't had too much as far as delayed onset muscle soreness. Not much. I'm kind of surprised. I think the what I've been doing, the training I've been doing at home between the weights and the stretching and the running and the occasional sprinting. I need to do more sprinting. I think that's one way how I can get more pop back on my jump. If you saw my vlog yesterday, I tried for the first time since lockdown to try to slam dunk. And I've never really slam dunk outdoors. I've always slammed on indoor wooden courts. I think there's more spring in the wood to help a little bit. But anyway, I think I need to do more hill sprints because I feel like I wasn't getting a nice, like, just pop at the end. That's where the hill sprints come in, getting that explosiveness that you need. So yeah, I just need to do a little more hill sprinting. I have a few places where I can do that at. So yeah, I think the running's been helping out. Um, yeah, I've been lucky. I haven't been sore after the basketball, after the jumping. You'd think so after not really jumping for like all these months and I started doing it again, I'd be all messed up. But no, I'm actually surprised. I'm jumping fairly well, all things considered, and I'm not that sore afterwards. So I feel really lucky and blessed. Oh wow, the water just squirted up on me. That sucks. Let's see. Have I wrote a book? No, but Angie has written a book, Keep It Carb Baby. And we have the ebook for sale, as I mentioned right down here. Oh, right over here. I'm sorry, I was pointing at the screen. HappyHealthyVegan.org. The ebook for Keep It Carb Baby is 50% off. So if you want to buy it and you need, say you are looking for recipes and make yourself now that you're home and locked down, your favorite restaurants are all closed. So here on our website, happyhealthyvegan.org, is the ebook. We're all sold out of the print book here. Angie's making a new book, so we're saving all our money so we could press up a lot of those because it costs a lot of money to press up books. Anyway, here I'll put the link down in the chat here for you guys. If you want to get Keep It Carb Baby for half off, that's $6.50. And we've had it this price ever since we've been in lockdown, ever since COVID-19 came to America, basically. We're going to keep it there until life returns to somewhat normal again. So I want to make sure people have access to some new recipe ideas, if you're, like I said, having to cook more than you have in the past. I didn't know Booker and Elizabeth Warren have a factory farm bill. Is that a new thing, or is this something from the past? Let me know. I'm curious about that, Kate. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Tim. I'm sorry to hear that your cat is not doing great. I mean, yeah, we've all been down that road, several times here for us. I know exactly what you're going through, what you're feeling, and I'm giving you all my best, vibes and compassion and sympathy, and just, hoping everything turns out. Because, especially, I don't know what your situation's like, Tim, but yeah, me and Angie, like, we don't have children, and we pretty much treat our cats like children. They're like little spoiled people, yeah, I mean, the feelings are true. They're there. They're real, so, it's horrible to see your child, your young one, your little one not doing great. So I hope the best for you. Seriously, 100%, just nothing. I hope, everything turns out in the best way possible for you. Anyway, um, of course, Frank had a joke for you there. um, let's not even talk about that angry right now. Let's not even talk about like cat issues right now, unless we want to wish Tim some good, positive thoughts, and just hoping for the best for his cat to get better. Do I like Beyond Meat? Well, I don't like it that much. I mean, I don't think I've had any all year, if I'm honest with you. But if I'm going to go out with a bunch of friends and there's Beyond Burgers and nothing else, I'll gladly have some Beyond whatever. Yeah. If I had the choice between Beyond or Impossible, I pick Beyond, because Ethan Brown, the CEO of Beyond, is vegan, and the vegan values flow through the company, as opposed to Impossible. They're not. You can't say the same. They serve non-vegan food samples when they're at like demos, food demos. So I've never seen Beyond do that. Okay, it's a recently proposed bill. Okay, thanks, Kate, for following up on Booker and Warren's bill. Huh, I'm surprised Warren's behind it, because I know Cory Booker is vegan. I didn't know Elizabeth Warren would be too. I thought she's from a very high dairy, production state. Tofurkey. Once in a while, we'll have like some tofurkey lunch meat, make a sandwich or something like that. But again, that's kind of like a once in a while thing. Yeah, Impossible too. Back to that question about Impossible Burger, they engineered heme iron, which is the kind of iron that's normally found in meat. I'm not sure why they did that, So, and it's not. It's been shown to be the less desirable form as far as like health goes. It absorbs better than a plant non-heme iron, but it absorbs so well it can cause health issues. So yeah, another reason why I choose Beyond Meat over Impossible. I've probably only had an Impossible Burger a couple times. Seriously, you can count them all on one hand, just a few fingers on one hand. Oh, shoot. Thank you. Thanks. I forgot to switch the camera back. My bad. I'm dumb. It's called vegan brain fog / being hungry. I'm joking about the vegan brain fog there. I like that. I always thought that was a funny invention by the anti-vegans. Let's see. All right. So any more questions here as I get a sip of water, try to hydrate back here. Oh, you told Chris we were just talking about him? Is Chris Vegan Zombie live right now too, by the way? Let me know. I might not be dumb, but I do some dumb things from time to time, Seth. Yeah, I do. I tell Angie, I make so many mistakes, But, that doesn't dominate my life. I make a mistake, then I just move on. But, I'm not, mistakeless in a day. That's for sure. Oh, cool. It looks like right now someone just bought Keep It Car Baby. So I'm going to go back to this screen right here. Someone just bought Keep It Car Baby ebook, which I said we're going to keep it half price for the duration of this pandemic. So you have recipe ideas to help get you through. So go down to happyhealthyvegan.org, 50% off, $6.50 for Keep It Car Baby. So thanks. Let's see if I have a name here from Devin. If you're here, Devin, let me know if you're in the chat here, Devin. If you don't mind me shouting you out right now. Nothing to be embarrassed about. So anyway, he is live now. How dare Chris go live when I do? I don't check when others are on. I'm just joking. Chris is live. He's a live person. Let's see. Hi. You always like to ask these tough questions. You don't want to just be a vegan. You want to be a happy vegan. So bestow. I want you. You want me to bestow wisdom on you. Seriously, how can we be happy based on your experience? Well, I don't think vegan and happy are the same thing. Obviously, veganism is a moral stance, and happiness is an attitude, a mental attitude, a state of being. You can try to make them work together. I mean, veganism can make some people unhappy, depending on your social context. If you live with parents who are, I know some people have told me their parents hate them, literally hate their sibling, their children, because the children have gone vegan. I asked them to talk to their parents, like, why do you choose to hate me based on a dietary decision? That makes absolutely no sense, you know. So if you have a situation like that, yeah, veganism can sort of be the cause of some unhappiness, but the happiness is something else that takes more like mental work. For me, it's like more related to Buddhism, more into relating to meditation, things like that, and having a positive mental attitude. And these are easy things to say; they're much harder to do in reality. But yeah, so veganism can be related to happiness or unhappiness, but inherently they're different concepts. But yeah, they can flow back and forth, the energy from one to the other, for sure. Just like, being vegan can make you feel really happy, knowing like, hey, no animals had to die today for me. And then the next time you see an animal, you might even love it more. Like, say you're driving around on a street, on the freeway, and you see a herd of cows, you might just pull off the side of the road and want to go up and say hi to the cows and talk to them, and hug them if you can, or something like that, and just saying, you might have even more love for animals than you ever had before, which I think can cause happiness. You might get bummed though. You think, oh well, these animals are being raised for food. That can make you bummed too. So it's hard to say. Anyway, okay. Now, thanks for answering that question, Tracy. Yes, I saw the question earlier, Kate, about dairy on the U.S. dietary guidelines, and I guess one reason why I didn't answer that, because I forgot what the recommendation for milk was. Was it saying like we should have a certain percent of our diet come from dairy? Because if so, yeah, Tracy's absolutely right. Considering the majority of people on this planet, I assume that carries over to the United States, are lactose intolerant, it would be unhealthy to recommend that all people consume a certain amount of dairy per day or per week or something like that, because it's going to make them ill if you're lactose intolerant. And we're not even talking about the morality of dairy farming too, which is a huge issue, obviously, we've talked about many times on this show. So if it's on the U.S. dietary guidelines, you can be rest assured it has to do for financial reasons, the dairy board and all the lobbying that comes from this well-established, well-funded dairy industry and their lobbying groups. So yeah, what guitar song should you learn? I don't know. Let me see. Let me look at my iTunes here, what I was listening to lately. 1 second here. Check out on Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti, learn at least the intro to 10 Years Gone. That's the name of the song, 10 Years Gone. If you want to learn the part where it starts getting all rocked out, that's cool too, but learn the intro to 10 Years Gone. You'll learn some cool minor seventh, major seventh chords, how they flow together. It's really cool. So check out 10 Years Gone by Led Zeppelin on Physical Graffiti. I like to jam that one out a lot. Hi, yeah, we saw that episode. Someone pointed out to us. Yeah, we laughed when he found out he was aware of our music. He picked a really weird song that was his favorite. It was just like a bonus track on a remastered reissue of one of my band's earlier CDs. So it wasn't a song that was released to the public when the album was released in the 90s. It came out only in the past, say, past 10 years or something like that. But I thought that was quite weird and funny. Good point, Angry Vegan. Yeah, there's so much to say about dairy. Yeah. How is it that breast milk that comes from a whole nother animal, not from a human, but from another species, is categorized as some kind of like dietary guideline food for US citizens. That's just whack. Like, what other species, you guys have heard this, what other species on this planet drinks the milk of another species, let alone drinking that milk past infancy, like adults, and it's just crazy. We don't need to drink the animal's milk. We didn't do it for, we don't need it. It wasn't designed for us. It's just complete misinformation that milk does the body good. Yeah, it maybe does a young cow's body's good, but it wasn't designed for humans' bodies. You don't need it. Look at me. I haven't had milk in I don't know how long, a decade, and I'm doing fine. Well, if I played it for you, vegan Lil back, you wouldn't be able to hear it because I'm not plugged in or anything. So you got to have the guitar amps and everything on to play 10 Years Gone. Giorgio Tsoukalos. I know that really can't be you, Giorgio Tsoukalos, but it is. Angie and I are fans of Ancient Aliens. Yeah, we've been watching that show since I think before we were vegan, actually. You know, it's been around that long. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I was just in contact with, gosh, who it was? I forgot your name already. Was it Peach? Anyway, I contact with an analyst who we're going to actually try to calculate in what year will the majority of at least United States citizens, people that live in the United States, be vegan. We're going to start out with what percentage, the actual number of vegans here, and see what the rate of growth has been for the past, say, 5-10 years, and make several projections out into the future and see when this might be, when we have a majority of vegans. That could be a really interesting episode. So I just need some help doing the modeling. You know, I have the idea, I know what needs to be done, I just don't have the actual know-how on how to run a model. So that's why I'm going to collaborate here. So, let's see. Are you going to go? Kitnell, good to see you. You got to go too, Seth? I should be gone pretty soon too. I've already been on well over an hour. I got to join up with my wife soon enough here. But yeah, we'll do some more. Any more questions for you guys here? Live concert from home. We've been talking about that for ages, Fallon. We just kind of get sidetracked and busy on weird things. So we would like to do that, you know? Let's see. Travis, newbie runner tips. Started sandal running a month ago. Loving it. Cool. It sounds like you know what you're doing then. I don't have any tips for you. Sounds like you're on your way there, Travis. If you have any particular questions, let me know. But if you've been sandal running for a month, you're doing it. Cool. Hi. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed me answering your questions there. Let's see. Did Tsoukalos ever pop back up here? Let me take a look here. If Tsoukalos ever came back. No, I didn't see Tsoukalos come back. Let's see. Priscilla. Nope, I don't know who that is. Cool. And Morph, I understand your comment there, Morph. You're saying that you stopped dairy and health issues went away. If so, yeah, I'm not surprised you're not the first person to have told me that. Cool, Connie. Australia representing there. Cool. Hope you're having a good day there in Australia. Hope your winter isn't too bad. Now, here's what I like about Ancient Aliens Veganator. I like how they'll present a problem, like say some kind of monolithic structure that have like stones that were cut with like laser precision with right angles that weigh like tons, and they'll bring like a modern engineer, a construction engineer, and ask them, how would you move these like 10-ton stones? And let's say, well, the only way to do it is to get a crane and do all this stuff. They didn't have cranes like, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years ago. So I like it when they present something that makes you really wonder, how were these stones cut, quarried, carried, and placed? They're so huge and precise. So I like seeing that, how they try to find the most plausible modern way of doing it, and demonstrate how those techniques couldn't be done back then. And they asked the engineer, so what if you couldn't use a crane, what would you do? How would you move this like 10-ton rock and place it so precisely? And they have no explanation. So that's why what I like about watching Ancient Aliens. Plus, I love the beautiful locations they most often go to as well. It's like taking a little vacation. So yeah, I take it for what it is. That's what I enjoy about it. And some episodes I think are more successful than others. Sometimes I think their theories are really strong. Like their explanation seems as good as, if not better than the accepted explanations. And other times I go, nah, they're really pushing here. The scientific, the consensus explanation makes way more sense. But I watch it for what it is: interesting entertainment. I hope so, Hexproof. I hope that just the information that's been hidden about UFOs, hidden by our government, when you see these released documents that are blacked out for pages, well, I'd love to see what's really in these documents. What does the government really know? Do they really know something we don't, or do they not? I hope, hopefully, well, some of that information will come out soon. Let's see. Okay, I'm glad you liked my response there, Giorgio Tsoukalos. And actually, Tsoukalos is our favorite of all the ancient astronomer theorists on the show. In fact, we saw Giorgio Tsoukalos once at a convention here in Los Angeles a long time ago. It was, I think, before we even started our channel. That was cool. It was around then. It was maybe like a year before or something like that. Hey, Mike. Yeah, I can relate to what you're saying there. Angie and I really relate to animals. We love to walk around our neighborhood and meet neighborhood cats, meet ones that we've never met before, and try to find ones where we know, like, this cat lives around this block, around this house. It's just kind of fun how we can go around and just make these little friends and see them, and that's cool. I know what you're saying. We're more excited to encounter the animals on our walks than we are to encounter people. So I can relate to that too. But and it's sometimes hard to find compassion for all people. Sometimes there's so many bad people out there. There's all these dumb anti-vegans who are attacking people like us, me, making up all this crap, or just ones that don't attack us personally but just make up all this crap about how veganism's so horrible and bad. So I understand the misanthropic feelings there. Anyway, yeah, I know who Joe Satriani is. Yeah, he's some nice mellow riffs. That's not how I would describe Joe Satriani. I've seen him play once live before too, actually. Yeah, he's an amazing virtuoso. Angry Vegan. I'd like to see the double blind clinical trials on that before I make a decision. But if everything's on the up and up, most likely so, yeah. As opposed to, like, say what Russia's doing. They didn't like do phase 3 trials or just hand it to people and say, hey, take this crap. Wouldn't do that. No effing way. So if it meets all the standards, if it does what it says it's supposed to do, doesn't have any, like, hidden agenda like a Bill Gates 5G chip, whatever, if it actually is what it's supposed to be, most likely. Are you more compassionate towards veganism or music? I mean, I don't understand that question. You might want to rephrase it. Um, Anti or pro? I mean, you guys probably heard me talk about it. I haven't had like a flu shot, and the whole time I've had my channel, I don't think I've had one maybe in 15 years. So I'm not like hardcore, yeah, I love vaccines or anything like that. But I was vaccinated as a child, and I turned out all right. I think those were, you know, non-devious agenda vaccines what I got when I was a baby. So it was if the same kind of thing. Yeah, if it's not some kind of Bill Gates 5G microchip bats thing that people are all tripping on. Yeah, if it's not that, if it does exactly what it's intended to, there's been double blind controlled clinical trials that show its effectiveness and safety, you would think it probably is a good thing. But yeah, don't please try to categorize me as pro or anti. You know, it's like I said, I haven't had a flu shot in like well over a decade, maybe 15 years or something like that. Let's see. Yes, I was running for city council, Marco. That election was on March 3rd, Super Tuesday. I didn't get the top 2 votes. There were 7 of us running. I got 5th place, so I'm out of the election right now. So that's where I'm at. It's over for me. I mean, I'm still going to vote for who I want to vote for, who I actually want to, win the city council seat. But yeah, as far as me running, I'm all done with that. Yeah, the Bill Gates 5G chip. You know what I'm talking about, Harley Tin Man. All right, let me change my position here and get a few more good minutes here. Some blood flow through the legs here. All right. Okay, so questions. Oh, thanks, Marco. Yeah, a few hundred people agreed with you there and voted for me. Yeah, but yeah, not enough to come in the top 2 to get in the runoff for this November. This would be a crazy year to be running too, I have to say, because you can't really campaign in the normal ways. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to take off. I need to do a little bit more research because I'm working on a video that I want to get out tomorrow about like 5, 6, 7 p.m. for you guys. You'll see what it is. I don't want to give you any hints right now. Should be an interesting one to watch, so check that out. So I need to do a little bit more research, but I want to come on and live stream tonight because I knew tomorrow would kind of be out of the question if I'm going to premiere a new video. I'm not sure when the next one will be, so I wanted to say hi to y'all tonight, but I want to get back and see what my wife is doing. And hey, Sean, you went there. Yeah, hey Jessica, if you're watching right now, Jessica, how you doing there? Yeah, I'm glad to see the Cope family watching all the time. That's cool. All right, you guys are regulars. Don, who am I going to be voting for city council? I have signs for Robert Fox out of my yard. The guy I made that original video about the bike lanes. Him and I have actually become friends, believe it or not. We've talked a lot. I'm helping him on his campaign. He wants me to make some videos, and so anyway. Yeah, things are strange about that. But yeah, I'm voting for the guy I've initially made an attack piece on, sort of. Anyway. Let's see, any more questions before I split here? All right, guys. Let's see what Tracy's doing. Yeah, Tracy's a teacher. Let's see. Tracy can't do face-to-face instruction. The county you live in is currently on a watch list in California. Too many cases right now. Hey, big squirrel nuts. I'm about to split. So I was going to say, if you are just joining or have recently joined, just watch from the beginning. If you have the link, you can watch this at any time. If you got notified or have the link, I will take this down from our homepage because, as you guys know, I don't like to leave a bunch of live videos up on our homepage. I don't like to clutter it up. But if you have a link, you can watch it anytime at your leisure. Otherwise, it's going to be an unlisted video soon. Oh, today was your first day back at school, Tracy. Oh, my God. Wow, I got to chat with you sometime and see how that's all going. So anyway, guys, yeah. Thanks, guys. Let me show that. That's a nice one, Veginator. Like that. Anything bananas is cool with me. All right, guys. Much love to you guys. Thanks so much, Tracy and Race Lever, who was on earlier. Both of you guys did a fantastic job moderating. And yeah, didn't have any trolls tonight, huh? Unless if there were, I never saw them. Maybe you guys just smashed them out before I could even see them. So this is a super chill, maybe too chill. I feel kind of chill today. Like I said, I didn't get good sleep last night. Went to bed kind of late. It was hot. And then some guy was power washing a garage out here for like 45 minutes this morning. So I think maybe next time you see me, I'll get a little more perked up next time. So anyway, guys, good to see you all. Yeah, stay safe. Take care, everyone. Do the best you can to stay safe. And part of that is having a good, strong immune system. So if you're vegan, hopefully that's going to help us out a little bit right there, guys. So anyway, let's be responsible. Let's be cool. And thanks so much, everyone. Everyone, especially Tracy. Love you guys. And see you guys soon. All right, and watch for a new video. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I'll finish my research tonight, guys. All right, bye. Bye-bye, guys.